So, we're finally back to finish talking about topics involving Donald Trump. In this case, we're looking at the story of Donald Trump versus a little old lady. But let's get into details about this. We have looked at quite a few stories involving Mr. Trump. But today, we're looking at the time Donald Trump tried to take on a little old lady for her land. Story time! There was a widow who lived in a house by the sea, just a few steps away from the boardwalks of Atlantic City. The woman was Vera Cocking. This is a story between her and Mr. Trump, and his goal to use the land the house was on as a parking space since his casino was nearby. Vera had lived in her home since the 1960s with her husband and raising her kids, and had previously turned down a developer's offer of $1 million for her home in the 1980s. That developer built around her home, but business for him failed. When she refused Mr. Trump's offer, he had Atlantic City's Casino Investment Development Authority to take it using eminent domain. What is an eminent domain, though? Well, it's the right of a government or its agents to expropriate private property for public use with payment of compensation. What was her response to all this, though? Well, she decided to get in contact with a law firm called the Institute for Justice. There were two sides to this. The government, who was on Trump's side, and the Institute was on her side.
Let them fight.
Words have been named against each other, like Vera calling him a maggot, a cockroach, and a crumb. And Mr. Trump saying, "Did she put her old clothing on for you?" Then in the summer of 1998, the courts sided with her, ruling the vagueness of the city's plans made it impossible to tell if taking her land was beneficial to the public. She had won and was able to stay at her home, while Trump Plaza would lose its glitter as the years went by. Until she eventually moved to California to be with her family. The house had been bought by a subsidiary company named Carl Icahn for over $883,000. So what do you think of this story of Donald Trump versus the little old lady? Is it interesting, or is it just like saying, this sounds stranger than fiction? What are your thoughts?